This video is going to give you a brief introduction to the Service Pro CRM module. For the purpose of this video, we'll be using data that was imported from a construction monitor lead source. I'm going to show you a list of leads that were all previously imported. There was no keying of any data here. They were imported through an API from Construction Monitor into Service Pros. If I click on the unassigned leads here, we have 4,000 plus unassigned leads. I'm going to select the first lead and I'm going to assign it to a salesperson. I'm going to assign this lead to Brad. At this point, that lead is no longer unassigned. It is assigned to Brad. Brad is now responsible for chasing that customer and doing the appropriate due diligence to win that customer and possibly get a billable estimate out to him. If I looked at the initial grid, you can see that Brad has 2 leads in his bucket right now. So if I click on that, it will show you the 2 leads that Brad has. Let's say Brad now wants to set an appointment to go on a site visit. Currently, there is a site visit already scheduled for this lead for 1/22 at 8 o'clock. Let's say they're going to reschedule that. You can click the activity, and site visit is now rescheduled for, let's say, Wednesday at 2 o'clock. You can determine the time here, that way it'll show up on the calendar correctly. And the date, Wednesday the 24th, and it's going to be for 2 hours, and we're going to put it on the calendar. So once I save that touch, it's logged into Brad's activities. So if you looked at Brad's report here through Service Pros, you would see the site visit is now rescheduled for Wednesday at 2 o'clock down here. So it would also show up on the calendar. That's how you create a touch or an activity for that lead. Once that lead has been won, we will then talk about moving it over to a billable item. Brad now has the ability to go out in the mobile world and view that and do certain things to that lead, take notes, take pictures, take images and apply to them. And he's working on getting an estimate done at this point. But right now we're focused on touches and activities and chasing that lead and having the appropriate people within your company to be able to see what the action is that's going on to try to win that lead into a customer.